Welcome to Peden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Toledo Rockets and the Ohio Bobcats. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Rockets headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ohio's offense will come out first. Comes the junior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. From the shotgun, the inside give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Guys, let's take just a second and talk a little Ohio. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Back to pass on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Rockets offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. We expect to see plenty of this guy in Corey Smith. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football, no question.
Snags it, and he's open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st and 10 for the offense. Running inside, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking for a man. It's Richter. Here's a heat. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think...
There he goes! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. 1st down from the 49. From the gun, running back on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The give from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. No huddle here for the offense. To the ground, he's got it again. Could be an alley. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ohio! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Time to take a shot. Pulls it in down the middle. It's a seam wide open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. on the option. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Smith. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the ground with the counter. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. And they got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Bobcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum, whatever they're doing right now.
Here's a little room there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to buy time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to pound it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Tight end now in motion. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Bobcats!
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Simpson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Rockets peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
Back to pass. It's Richter. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Rockets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
There's a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to ride this running back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
That's caught. It's Taylor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Finding some room. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you can't script this up any better. I mean, if you're on offense, 3 drives and 3 touchdowns. This offensive play caller right now, man, he is in a rhythm. Everything he is dialing up is working perfectly. But, David, when you've got the pieces that they have on offense, when you've got the quarterback and you've got the running backs and the tight ends and the wide receivers and this offensive line, man, sometimes it can make you look real good, but they have been up and down the field.
And it's all working together at the same time. You're right, so many weapons. And that script, Palmer, you talk about, like the first, 10 to 15 plays, is good. Like, I would just restart the script because this has been a heck of a start to a football game.
The Rockets want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Richter. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's White. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a...
It's caught, and he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Caught along the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. Touchdown, Rockets! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run, maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Horned Frogs, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously
might have a chance. Past the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Toledo!
Well, they're able to punch that one in on the ground, and honestly, I'm not sure the defense really expected them to come out running the football considering how much they're down in this game. Probably expecting him to throw it a little bit more and have a little more sense of urgency, but either way, listen, for the offense, you just got to get on the board. You got to find a way to score somehow, some way. Now, they're down by a lot, David, and I don't know if they can keep running it moving forward.
they might not be able to keep running it, but they had to score on that possession. Now, defensively, you got to step up for it, right? Like, they got to get both sides of the football working together, but the defense is going to have to get some stops. But obviously, a bulk of the pressure is on this offense. Every possession is going to be so important.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Jukes his way for more. Past the 45. On the move is the 30. Touchdown, Ohio! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Toledo sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Reese?
All right, Holly. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the draw, it's Smith. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, it's Richter. On the run, fires downfield. The short hands, it's Simpson. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely.
And he'll step into the end zone. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Got a little room. He'll go out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and boy, you can live with that kind of return every time. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. He leaves it with his back. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line.
Maybe a crease. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
It's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Running inside, it's Smith. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Richter. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Taylor. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
The official says no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Hold and fired complete. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rockets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right back to it. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to throw, it's Richter. Going to try to get it himself. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Rockets send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the counter. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Taylor. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun to give to the back. Maybe some room here. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to get the first with the give to the wide receiver. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Tackle and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Some misdirection with the counter. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
That's reeled in. It's Crosby. And he's dragged down. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Bobcats. Took it all the way back to the house. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now on second down. Keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the right. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 7.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
It's reverse. Nice move to keep running. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense has to be careful. When you've got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times. Because if he outflanks you, he could take it to the distance.
Pocket breaking down. Safe completion on the screen. Inside the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the pass.
Makes the grab in their space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.